మీరు కొత్త స్టూడెంట్స్ చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు ఇక్కడ. వాళ్ళందరికీ ఆ గురువు యొక్క పరిచయం చేసుకునే అదృష్టం నాకు కలిగినందుకు సంతోషపడుతున్నాను. సారు మన గురువు ఇండియన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆఫ్ సైన్స్ బెంగళూరులో చీఫ్ రీసెర్చ్ సైంటిస్ట్, డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఏరోస్పేస్ లో చీఫ్ రీసెర్చ్ సైంటిస్ట్ గా వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు. సారు ఆధునిక యోగా పితామహుడు అని పిలువబడే డికేఎస్ అయ్యంగార్ గారి డైరెక్ట్ డిసైపుల్. సార్ జాయిన్ అయ్యారు. సార్ నమస్తే సార్. నమస్తే సార్. సార్ మీరు ఆడియో ఏం రావట్లేదు సార్.
నమస్తే.
నమస్తే సార్.
ఓకే.
సార్ ఇక మీకు సెషన్ ఈజ్ యువర్స్ సార్.
ఓకే. గుడ్. ఎవరు స్టార్టింగ్ లో చేయెత్తారు? ఎవరది? నెయ్యాల. ఏం క్వశ్చన్ ఉందా? ఏమి
ఆన్సర్స్ లాస్ట్.
ఇలా చూపిస్తే వద్దపానాల ఉంది. ఎందుకు? Good. Namaste to all of you. Namaste. Good friend Satya Sridhar asked me to address all of you. It's my pleasure. And he himself gave me the topic also. The topic he gave is about the Yama aspect of Ashtanga Yoga. So as you all know, I'm happy that most of you are practicing. People miss yoga for variety of reasons. They try to they will come to a stage where they'll be happy to get a reason not to come to yoga class. So don't get into such things, because Patanjali in the very beginning says that any great achievement in the field of yoga, you need two things. One is abhyasa, another is vairagya. Abhyasa means the steady practice you should keep doing. Vairagya means dispassion. Dispassion in the sense you should not yield to distractions. A lot of distractions will be there, and especially in the current day tech-savvy world, the mobile phones, the iPads, the laptops, the high-speed Wi-Fi connectivity, that all can become a great source of distraction. You can get to see all unnecessary things, and that can really put you off. You can be awake all night, without actually learning anything, but being so busy with the screens. So this is a problem. And sometimes you may be searching for some technical answer, but once you Google, you will get millions of searches. And the Google, which was designed to help you to dig the information, is becoming counterproductive, because you don't know where to go. It is, instead of finding the path, we find that people lose the path. And the whole day can be spent without actually finding the answer, which perhaps you would have got by your own thinking. So, this dependence on information outside is really creating a lot of problems. So, today we will try to explore what Patanjali talks about Ashtanga Yoga. Patanjali gives multiple approaches to achieve the pinnacle of yoga. What is pinnacle of yoga? Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. To keep the mind still, calm, undisturbed. No matter whatever happens, you stay calm. That is in essence the pinnacle of yoga. Sundowns are inevitable in everybody's life. It will be there. It has to be there. Different stages, different people go through uh, ups and downs in life, but you can go through all that without actually getting disturbed. That is the purpose of yoga. Main purpose is that. We enable that, we do a lot of other things. So Patanjali gives an approach called Ashtanga Yoga, or the Eightfold Path, which is also called the Royal Path because among the various other techniques, this is a technique which is, surely implementable by one and all. So I start from the basics, fundamentals of human behavior. That is the crux of Ashtanga Yoga. The eightfold path he takes is Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Nityahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. In that, Yama, Niyama is the sort of foundation. Because if this basic is not right, then you doing asana, pranayama is of no big consequence. And higher practices of tyahara, dharana, dhyana, they all become impossible because your basics are not right. It is like if you don't know the fundamentals of maths and physics, you will struggle in engineering. So similarly, if you do not have strong background in Yama Niyama, you will get stuck in your later pursuit of yoga. So, what is Yama? Patanjali says we are social beings. How to interact with society, how we should place ourselves in the society. That is the important thing. Patanjali says we should develop the following attitudes. What are they? Ahimsa, Satya, Teya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. These are the five things. Makes sense if you really analyze. Ahimsa means follow non-violence. Non-violence. What does that mean? It means you have to adopt an attitude of non-harming anyone, anything, kaya, vacha, manasa, either physically or verbally or psychologically. You should not harm anyone. That is the most important thing. Physical harm, anyway, generally, yes. Law, police is there, the schools, some warden, lecturers, principals. Some mentors will be there. So physical abuse we may not do. But generally we use words in a way it can harm. We see that it is quite common among the friends, among the employees, and even in family circles, especially the way you can use words which can hurt your parents or the siblings. We have been seeing this. That is very, very. Yeah. So you must understand. Uh, Yoga does not simply mean bending backward, forward on a yoga mat. It is this how we conduct the people around us, and mentally also you can create harm. How? If you become angry, yes, do you think your parents will be happy? No. If you, for whatever reason, go home because they did not get you motorbike or some Nike shoes, you become angry, your reactions, mother can easily understand. So you cannot miss. If you are like that, she will not be happy. So which means what? You are creating himsa to parents through your mind, status of the mind that is anger. That is also himsa. That is why this we must be mindful. Ahimsa does not mean just physically doing something. I mean, himsa. Himsa is a very, very important practice. How do you put it into practice? That is important. Whenever someone comes and meets you, you must ensure that whoever met you should be happier than he met you. Before meeting you, after meeting you. After meeting you, that person, whoever it is, should be much happier. Very important. Then you are practicing ahimsa. You are aware of himsa. So this is something that you have to really work, and it's an important attitude which you have to work. You must keep on scrutinizing whomsoever you interact when they come to you, how do they feel. After that, be your friend, parents, relatives, whatever, or even a person who hates you, doesn't matter. You will ensure that you will ensure that he or she is happier than before. It's a responsibility. Then you will see it will slowly bring a transformation in you. So there are great many people who exhibit such attitude. It's not only people, such people can become good citizens. They ensure that whoever is with them, he should be here. This is a culture that we should imbibe. And it is not an easy practice. You can make out to different people at a different situations, circumstances meet us, in all circumstances to ensure that you make them happy is not a trivial thing. You should be extremely conscious and very, very attentive in accomplishing such tasks. There are some such people. One example is, for example, Abdul Kalam. You must have heard about him, or president of our country. He was a very great personality that way. He ensured that he will not hurt anybody for any reason. And he used to take care of people so well. One of his secretary, uh, PM Noyer, he was there as a secretary for the full term of 5 years. And when he had to come out of the office after 5 years, PM Noyer's wife had broken her leg, by which PM Noyer could not attend the farewell ceremony, although he was the secretary. So but he could have taken it offensive. How? You did not come. He did not do that. He straight away went to his house, the house of his secretary. He went, he met both of them, he wished their fast recovery, and he told his secretary that, yes, I am going out of the office. Thank you for all the services you have done. That's it. So now you can imagine how happy should that secretary and his wife, President of India, coming to their house and telling them, okay, I'm going out of office. Thanks for your support. So this is the attitude. Yeah, people who have ego, they cannot actually do this. So this practice, we should ensure that whoever is with us, we should ensure that we make them happy. So that's the important thing. And place others' happiness ahead of yours. If a situation comes, or you will be at discomfort, and if you can make someone happy, I think you should be willing to take the discomfort. This is the practice of ahimsa that generally mothers do, isn't it? Mothers do. Suppose you are on, for example, let us say you are in the hostel now and you go home, uninformed, let us say you go to home, and your mother would happily serve the food. If you go during dinner, even though she does not have the food, she will not tell you, I don't have my food, I am serving you. All that she will not say. She will simply lie. She will say, oh, I knew you would come, that's why today I had made excess. Excess will not be there. But she will ensure that your happiness is more important than her. And for all I know, she may drink water and sleep. And she will not even complain that yesterday this happened. I could not eat because you came uninformed. No, she will never say that. So that is the attitude that you should also develop. That is called the development of ahimsa. And the second thing is satya. Satya means honesty, being truthful. Now, before that, how do you know you are practicing ahimsa? Patanjali says, ahimsa pratishtaya tat vairatyagaha. If someone is uh, practicing ahimsa only, around him there is no enmity. Just his presence will ensure that there is no enmity around him. Around him, everything will be joyful. There is no hatred. It automatically happens. We can see that how when you read some scriptures, they will write in Bharadwaj Ashrama, around his ashrama, even uh, wild animal like tiger would play with deer. There's no violence there. Why? Because round Bharadwaja Rishi, because he was established firmly in non-violence, that non-violence would spread to even the beasts like lion, tiger. There is no harmful attitudes at all. So what happens is around you there won't be any fights. Wherever you go, even in your friend circle, if you are there, there is a joyful situation. You go home, the situation becomes suddenly joyful. Then you know that you are established in Ahimsa. Then comes Satya. Satya means honesty. Is another very important thing that we need to do because the world is very tempting. There is a tendency of WWW. This WWW. Can anyone answer?
Worldwide Web.
World Wide Web. World Wide Web. Let me tell you what I meant. Wealth without work. WWW. And we want to make money, fast money. We want to immediately get into Benz car and we want to have our own big bungalows. So that tendency, when it is there, then you tend to find shortcuts. Don't mind, you know, doing some misuse of whatever it is, which is not going to help you. Satya, yeah, there's some sound. So that's why we must be honest. What happens when you are honest? Our ability to work hard will be boosted because we don't want to find shortcuts. They're not interested. Therefore, naturally, you become more talented because you are following Satya, honesty. And if you are following Satya, what really happens is if one is firmly rooted in the practice of honesty, whatever he undertakes will be successful. Whatever he says becomes reality. That is the power of Satya. And there are a lot of instances where that happened. Just if some great Mahans do some sankalpa, then that's it. Uh, it's but how? Because they're established in honesty. One second. Huh? Okay. So that is how the practice of honesty, especially from uh, early days, is of paramount importance, and we must follow that honesty. When I say honesty, you remember great names like Lal Bahadur Shastri, Mahatma Gandhi, even for example Abdul Kalam, various others. Very, very honest people who stuck to Satya. And because of that, some ordeals could come. Because if you see even the current world can make money. We have all seen, we keep reading newspapers, seeing news, how crores are being made. Some people There are people who struggle to earn even a small amount. So this is of honesty we should inculcate so that our society would remain healthy. And healthy society is necessary for us to be happy and healthy. That is the point. That's why Patanjali makes this Yama as social discipline. So Lal Bahadur Shastri was one such fellow who was very, very honest. And even when he retired as, of course, he died as prime minister, all that he had was only a Fiat car, old car, some 30,000 rupees or something, that's all. Nothing more. Uh, so that is the kind of thing people are. Very, very honest. And once it so happened that when he was in jail as a freedom fighter, then itself it was well known. Uh, his wife came to visit him. The jailer, because Lal Bahadur Shastri's wife, Lalita Shastri, she was also known. He did not check her, just left her. And then they were about to speak. Then, when speaking, Lal Bahadur Shastri's wife, she had brought two mangoes hidden in her dress. And she took the mango and gave it to Lal Bahadur. Said, I know you love mangoes. Please eat this before the jailer comes. Please eat this. Then Lal Bahadur Shastri remarked that Srimati Lalita ji, what you have done is wrong. The jailer believed me and believed you. That's how we did not check. All others who come here are checked. They did not check you because they thought that you are honest. You have got the mango, which is wrong. You know I like mango, but you should also know what I don't like. I don't like the dishonesty. Therefore, please desist from this. Take the mango away. Am I audible? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so that's how Lal Bahadur Shastri was. That's how even today we talk about Lal Bahadur Shastri. And if you practice that, um, they are very, very sensitive people. They are so sensitive. In fact, his Lal Bahadur Shastri's son, uh, Hare Krishna, he was working with Laila and Company. Ashok Laila. Okay. After Lal Bahadur Shastri became Prime Minister, whatever, his son was promoted in the office. So his son came and told him the day, "Oh, Father, I am promoted." Immediately he remarked, please resign your office. I said, Prama, I thought you would congratulate me and you're asking me to resign. Then he said, it is not like that because I've become PM. Maybe they have promoted you. So I don't want any such obligation. Therefore, you please resign. He ensured that he resigned. See, these are the caliber. That's why even today we talk. They did not make money, but even today we remember them because they stick honesty, satya. The next thing is asteya. Steya means stealing. Asteya means non-stealing. It's not just some objects that you steal. That is anyway wrong. But various kinds of stealing we do. For example, copying in the exam is stealing. Correct? Somebody else's knowledge is hard work. You simply copy. That is like stealing. And if one gets used to this stealing, the first thing is you will not do hard work. Anyway, chalta hai, something we will do. Steal. So that attitude should, that stealing should not be. Be very sensitive to such things. In fact, Sir Vishweshwaraya was like that. You know who is Sir Vishweshwaraya, all of you? He is from our state, Karnataka. He is one of the foremost civil engineers the country has seen. Even Hyderabad, there was a lot of this floods in Hyderabad during the Nizam's time. It is Sir Vishweshwaraya who gave an engineering solution to save Hyderabad from further floods. So he was like that, he was very honest. Uh, he wants to write something official, he would use official pen. And if you want to write something personal, he would use a personal means even that ink. He said, I will not use the ink from the newspaper. Yeah, government ink. Those days they used to have candles when the power goes. And he used to use government candles if he is doing government work. Else he would use his personal candles. And so that is the level of advanced stealing they used to. So when one is greatly established in one stealing, then he gets all things in life. Because once you get used to that stealing, whatever you get will not give you that fulfillment. Therefore, asteya is very important. Then comes brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means restraintful living. Restraintful means don't get distracted with your sense organs or XYZ things. You must know your goal in life, what you have to achieve, and ensure that you stick to that without getting into any distraction. Because today's world is full of distraction. So for all youngsters, this is a very, very challenging thing. Today, mobile phones, you can get anything, any nonsense on your mobile phone, on your laptops. Internet speeds are high, connectivity across, several things are possible. Right? The age, your age, where the youth hormones are at peak, it is very easy to miss the path. Very prone. And very easily miss. Once you succumb to these sensual pleasures, be it in terms of smoking, boozing, unfortunately the drugs, uh, watching a lot of nonsense. You understand what I mean? Let me put it straight and direct. Pornography, all that can actually spoil your physical and mental health, but ruin your. Then time simply goes off without you accomplishing any. uh, worthwhile. Not succumbing to such things is brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means what happens if you practice brahmacharya? Patanjali says, brahmacharya pratishtayam nirya labha. Means you become very energetic and you are not distracted with too many things. Like I told you, list of bad habits, then you get a lot of energy. Then you can do wonderful work. Nobody can stop you from achieving anything you want. Most people fail to achieve because they don't follow brahmacharya. If you do not follow brahmacharya, if you yield to the sensual pleasures, nobody can save you. That's what happened to Ravana. You all remember Ravana. He lost himself. He was a great king. He had everything. He knew Vedas. He did tapas. He Shiva appeared before him. He, he knew all the scriptures. In fact, he has written the Shiva Tandava Stotra. He is such a great person. But what was his problem? His problem was he had no control over his sense of it. Despite having many beautiful wives, like Mandodari, he somehow aspired for Sita. And because of that, you see, even he had 10 heads. Not a single head could survive. Everything was lost. In fact, several people advised him. Maricha advised him. His own brother Vibhishana advised him. Kumbakarna also advised him. Please release Sita. His mother, uncle, everybody advised. He did not listen to anyone. This is actually Ravana Buddhi. Films, they give famous dialogue. No? ఒక్కసారి కమిట్ అయితే నా మాట నేనే వినను. Famous dialogue. That dialogue is become lot of motivation for youth. This is such a bad dialogue. వినకపోతే పాడైపోతావు అంతే. So వినరు. If Ravana had listened, Lanka was a very prosperous country. If you read, all many houses had golden windows, golden doors. That was the thing. Lanka. Such a king he was. Just because he did not practice brahmacharya, he lost. And is there any Ravana Mandira anywhere? Have you seen anywhere Ravana is being worshipped? Although he had 10 head, nowhere. Have you seen any place where there is no Rama Mandira in our country? Almost everywhere. Why? Because he practiced brahmacharya, some discipline. Very, very important. Brahmacharya means discipline. Morning you have to wake up, means you have to wake up. If you are engaged in watching late night movies, crime story, love story, all that, then life will become sad story. You cannot help it. You cannot wake up in the morning. When Sri Rama was in the forest in Vasanta Ritu, Vasanta Ritu, Valmiki describes one scenario where every day they have to wake up at 3:30 a.m. Brahmi Muhurta and have bath. Okay, bath means cold water only. No geyser, no solar thing. Have to go there, very cold. Vasant Ritu means cold. Both of them go. Even the elephants were standing on the banks of the lake because they could not get into the water because it was so cold. They used to stretch their trunk, touch the water and withdraw. But these two, Rama Lakshmana, just went, even in that cold, they used to take bath, do all the Pratha Sandhya, etc., and then perform their duties. That is the following of Brahmacharya. This is what especially students should remember. Where to invest energy where not to invest energy. This simple device, mobile phone now, because of this technology, although we are physically quite a distance apart, we're able to talk. Good. That is the good use of technology. Good. Using the same technology, you can see a lot of nonsense. And once you get used to that nonsense, that becomes more attractive because of the youth hormones. And that can ruin one's life. And your parents have sent you with a lot of hope, everything. So you have that responsibility. Therefore, this age is very important for us to take care of our board of people. What is it that we should do? What is it that we cannot do? What is our purpose or aim in life? What is to be pursued? And how to be cautious with a lot of other things that can distract us from the righteous path. So if you are in humbly established brahmacharya, you will have lot of energy to work. You can achieve anything. One of the greatest example is Swami Vivekananda. In the same podium, I have told several times about Swami Vivekananda and his extraordinary memory power. He used to remember volumes of Encyclopedia Britannica. He was just able to it. He was reading the 10th volume when his student Sharat Chandra came, and Sharat Chandra saw there are about 25 volumes. Sharat Chandra said, "Oh, these volumes, each about 500 pages. Nobody can read in one's lifetime." Swami Vivekananda said, "What do you mean? In 1 week, I have read 10 volumes." Then Sharat Chandra said, "Yeah, you can read, turn the pages, but you cannot read." Vivekananda said, "No, I have read. If you want, you check." This is what he said. For which Sharat Chandra actually knew the volumes of the book, randomly opened and asked him, and he was able to give the answer. Like that, he did several checks. And in some places, Vivekananda was able to repeat verbatim, including full stop comma. So Swami Vivekananda said, "I don't read word by word. I sometimes read sentence by sentence. Sometimes I read paragraph by paragraph, sometimes page by page." That's what he said. And Sharat Chandra asked, "Swamiji, how is it possible?" Then he said, "This is possible if anyone practices brahmacharya, not yielding sensual pleasures. If one is focused, mind is so strong that you can achieve that. That is the power of brahmacharya. Then you will have a lot of people ask, how do you manage time? How do you manage stress? When does stress comes if you are not following brahmacharya. When do you have shortage of time? You will have shortage of time when you are not following brahmacharya. Stress also is a result of lot of distraction. Time is following right code of conduct. There is neither stress nor shortage of time. Nobody can beyond 24 hours, whatever you do. Everybody will get the same time. But some of us don't utilize it optimally. We just squander the time, XYZ, gossiping. Okay. We will not know about Potana Bhagavata, but you will definitely know what is the kid of some film actor, including their birthdays, where are they going for holidays, all that will be known. Sachin Tendulkar, what is he doing now? Where is he? Everything will be known. But some other things that are useful, we don't. So that is very, very bad. That's how very important that follow Charya. Following Brahmacharya means restraintful living. We don't say you should not play and enjoy. It's not that it is against joy. No, read, enjoy, play, have a limit. Eat, have a limit. Eating all nonsense is very bad. What you eat is subtle food actually is your mind. Fast food goes to your body. Your body thinks that mind will also be like that. So it's very important. Hita, you should eat what is good for you. And you should eat, don't ever eat full and don't be tempted by the taste only. What it gives, what it does to you is very, very important. Similarly, what you see, what you hear, that is also important. If you see some nonsensical serials and movies and songs on the TVs, then if you sit and study, mind will go on squandering this. You'll not be able to focus. Watching TV, yes, the right things you should watch. Chandrayaan 3, yes, you should watch, you should know. No, many things that you should not see, that they all come on the television screens. You should be choiceful. Oh, this is not good for me. I will not see this. This is good. I'll see this. That's it. So that judicious way of leading life is brahmacharya. Swayamsa satya asteya brahmacharya aparigraha. Okay? Aparigraha means storing things in excess and storing unnecessary things. Don't do that. Don't store anything in excess. In other words, whatever you have, try to share with others. That's what it means. It's not necessarily money. Anything. You have money in excess, share with someone who needy. If you know some, if you have some knowledge about something, share with someone. That is called the practice of aparigraha. So that society becomes better through you. And you also learn from the society. That is the practice of aparigraha. So if you follow these five principles called Yama, then society will be good. And if the society is good, then you can be good. It will help you. And it will also improve your personality. And it will all actually is a good feedback to your own self, where you become better and better and better. You, you know, Michelangelo, he was a great sculptor, you know it. His sculptures are very well known. One day somebody asked, "Do you create all these sculptures?" He says, "Out of a rock, how do you create all these sculptures?" was the question asked. Michelangelo answered that, "I don't make anything. The statue is already there. I only remove unwanted stone. That's all. And it becomes the item of sculpture." With that, anything that is unwanted in us can be removed by practicing yama. So that you become a great personality. That's why we should practice yama. Any questions you can ask? Have you ever
Sir,
minutes?
namaste, sir.
Namaste, Namaste, how are you?
Yes, sir, I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Doing good, doing good. Great to see you.
Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure, sir.
Yes, yes. Good, good, good.
Sir, we both of us got a small doubt, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, please, can you please explain what is gross food and subtle food, sir?
You see, yes. Bhagavad Gita very clearly talks about Tamsika, Rajasika, Satvika. So, to put it very easily, anything that is stale generally is tamasic. All this packaged food, chips you get, no, lace, shoes, socks, so many things. All that comes out of that category. Anything that is stale. But anything that is very spicy, really acidic, they all come to Rajasic. They will not allow you to sleep peacefully. Like, I eat deep fried gobi manchuri, things like that. Anything that is soft, rasya, snigdha, that which are what you call slightly juicy, fresh, such food is called satvika. It is such we should eat. Put it simple, thing that is fresh, reasonably fresh, you eat that. Quantity is also important, very important. But once in a way, yes, if you eat some gobi manchuri, there's no problem. At this age, you should also enjoy those tastes. I'm not saying, but on a day-to-day basis, we should not completely shift forward to such things. Once in a way, go enjoy good food, go to some, eat some, what is that, mirapkai, bhaji, whatever. Once in a way, it's okay. Not bad. But by and large, take some fresh food in limited quantities, that which promotes good health. That's it. Generally, our South Indian dishes, in general, they are made in the way they have to be made. They are quite good.
Sir, one more small doubt, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, how these kind of foods impact us?
well, not only food, whatever you take in will impact us. Why only food? Whatever you see, whatever you talk, whatever you hear, everything makes an impact, isn't it? For example, in the TV, you see some very bad negative news. How do you feel? Then close your eyes and go to sleep. You get dreams also, something like that. So even the food also, the grass food helps our physical body. And the subtle food actually goes to our mind. Therefore, we should not only be careful about food we take through the mouth, we should be careful about the words we hear through the ears, whatever we see through the eyes, whatever we touch through our skin, whatever we smell through the nose, all that we should be mindful. All that will impact, they make an impression in the subconscious mind.
రమేష్ అడుగు రమేష్.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes, wow.
Sir, glad to meet you, sir, after a long time.
Yes, Ram, nice to see you.
Sir, I have two doubts, sir.
Yes, please.
ఓకే. ఫస్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఆగ్నేయ చక్రం మీద పూర్తిగా దృష్టి చాలించడానికి చేయాల్సింది ఏంటి?
Hmm.
సెకండ్, ఎవ్రీ డే టైంలో మనం కంప్లీట్ గా ఫుల్ యాక్టివ్ గా లైక్ ఫోకస్ చేయడానికి సార్ మన స్టడీస్ పైన కానీ ఏదైనా వర్క్ మనం చేయాలనుకున్న దానిపైన ఫోకస్ చేయడానికి ఏం చేయాలనేది సార్. అంటే నార్మల్గా మార్నింగ్ 11 to 12 కానీ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ 3 to 4 అనేది కానీ డ్యూ టు ఫుడ్ ఇంటేక్ వల్ల మనం కొంచెం డిజీగా ఫీల్ అవుతాం సార్. అది కూడా ఓవర్కమ్ చేయడానికి
Generally, you see that Agna Chakra first question, there are a lot of techniques where you watch the region between the eyebrows. So what Agna Chakra is. But the one point is watching that constantly is not possible for many people because of the monkey mind, turbulence in the mind. That's why if the mind is calm, focusing on Agna Chakra or anything else is same. That is, the Agna Chakra is not something special. If the mind is not calm, even if you get VIP darshan in Tirupati, that's all. 1 second only you see Venkateshwara. Then even if you are sitting in front of him, head will be running. I have so much gold. If I had so much gold, how would I have been life? It has been so fantastic. All that. Venkateshwara will be smiling. Arey, what are you doing? I say, VIP darshan mere kavalna meeku. నా ముందర కూర్చొని ఏమయ్యా అనేది. I've seen people even becoming drowsy in front of him. Because in one of the VVIP darshan, they will allow you to sit for 1 hour. So that's all. Only your attention is only 2 seconds. It is Lord Venkateshwara or Ayagana Chakra, doesn't matter. Mind is mind. And after 2 seconds, it will go in its own way. All those things will come. So first is how to keep the mind calm. That's why you should practice these things. The second question is after taking breakfast or lunch, you feel little sleepy. That is true. That's why the nature of work you do then will be slightly different. Do something which is very light, which is more sort of not very serious study. Something, read some good things in those hours. It's not that you should sleep. That maybe after certain age, it's okay. Rest for a while. But in the youth, yes, during such things, just discuss about some great personalities, some life of some people like Vivekananda, Ramkrishna Paramahamsa, some things like that, which will is more calming, soothing, some entertaining, maybe discuss about Chandrayaan 3, something like that, which will not incite your sleep. That's the way it is. But all that should also be used towards enhancing our personality. Then that will actually, during such breaks, discuss about Vivekananda or Sarin Vishweshwaraya, that will inspire you to better during the rest of the hours. Oh, I should do that. I should also work like that. Right.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
మహేష్, మీరు ఫస్ట్ టైం వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ చదివిన స్టూడెంట్స్
Wonderful.
హైదరాబాద్ ఎయిర్పోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు ఇమిగ్రేషన్.
Oh, great, great.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Okay.
ఈరోజు
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Okay, it's my pleasure to have a talk with you, sir. Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
my problem is about the future and career. What to choose, which will be suits for me.
Ma, not able to hear you. You are getting the question, Satya?
ఫ్యూచర్ గురించి ఏం చూస్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఏం చేయాలి అనే దాని గురించి వరి అవుతున్నాడు.
At all, there's nothing to worry. What is there to worry? What is there to worry?
Having opportunities make me too much confused, sir.
No need to get confused. Whatever you are doing, do it very well. You are doing mechanical engineering, do the best. Because future you don't know. Abdul Kalam wanted to become a pilot. Okay, he went for the test, he passed the test, went for the physical test, interview, and he did not qualify. He was so disappointed. He went to Haridwar, he met Swami Shivananda asked him, "Why are you looking sad?" He said, "Oh, I wanted to become pilot, I did not become." He said, "Maybe the Supreme has something else for you." Then he became, you know what he became? He became President of India. So nobody knows about the future. What is the best? What is the best we can do is whatever we have chosen, that we have to do best. Then future is taken care. Yeah.
Somebody says you can make your own your destiny is what you do. Yes, when it's it's not your destiny. So if you didn't get it, you may have another.
Somehow you are not audible. Let me see what happens. My Bluetooth.
కార్తీక్ నువ్వు తెలుగులో అయినా అడుగు, లేదంటే గట్టిగా అయినా మాట్లాడు, స్పీకర్ దగ్గర పెట్టుకొని.
Okay.
Ah, yes, Karthik. Hmm. Yeah,
చెప్పు.
You can make your own destiny. What you do will be your destiny. What is then happens in movie will say not your destiny. You just get it. You may have another destiny.
Hmm, hmm. See,
Right, sir.
both are right.
The way.
However you look, both cannot be proved, isn't it? Can you prove? Somebody says if he's a successful person, he will say, I wanted to become this. For example, some film actor will say, I wanted to become film actor from my childhood. I worked. Now I have become a national hero. That's it. Somebody will say, I wanted to build an industry from childhood, dreamt, and they built an industry. But these are all success stories we report. How many crores of people wanted to go to film hero, but they could not become anything. So these failures will never be reported. So for people who succeeded, they will say, you have chosen the destiny. For people who did not happen, they will say, destiny is like that, what can I do? So both are true. But what I am saying is, whatever you have chosen, give the best, love it, do the best. That path will come, don't worry. Our aim should be to do the best for what we have chosen. And we should love what we do.
Sure. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Glad to meet you, sir. I had joined this year as a PSC one, sir.
Good.
I had a small doubt, sir.
Tell me.
What can I do as become as like you?
See, there's, why do you want to become like me? No need. You can become better than me. Okay, you see, you should become what you are. Don't try to uh, be someone. Be yourself. Identify what is your innate talent and try to work towards that. Do what you actually love and choose something which is beyond self. How you can contribute to the society, nation, what you can do. That's rest is don't worry.
Sir, good evening.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, namaste.
Namaste.
ನನಗೊಂದು ಡೌಟ್ ಅದ
Hmm.
ಈ ಐಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಏನನ್ನ ಇನ್ ಪತಂಜಲಿ ಯೋಗ ಏನನ್ನ ಐಟೋಸಿಸ್ಗೆ ಏನನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅದನ
ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ?
ಐಟೋಸಿಸ್ ನನಗೆ 2 ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೂ ಐಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಅದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ.
ಹಾ 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 ಹಾ.
ನಾನ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿನಿ, ನನಗೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಸೊ ಎನಿ ರೆಮಿಡಿ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಪತಂಜಲಿ ಯೋಗ ಫಾರ್ ಐಟೋಸಿಸ್?
Patanjali does not talk about any diseases and things like that.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸಸ್ ಅವನ ಐಟೋಸಿಸ್ಗೆ?
You please send me the report.
ಓಕೆ.
But I can suggest you something, but it has nothing to do with Patanjali Yoga Sutra.
Okay. Not sutra, any exercise ಏನನ್ನ ಅದನ್ನ
Patanjali does not suggest, but
Okay.
from our experience, maybe we will try to help you.
ಓಕೆ. ಈಗ ಐ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಏನೋ ಐ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಅಂದಾರ. ಅದು ಕಾಸ್ಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ. ಸರೋಜಿನಿ ಐ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್.
Okay, okay. Well, say they know.
So
If it is a small surgery, I think you can do it. But Patanjali does not talk about any such things.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Also,
One last doubt, sir.
Huh?
One last doubt, sir.
Please.
Can I ask you, Prabhu?
మాట్లాడు కార్తీక్, తెలుగులో మాట్లాడు.
మనస్సు ఎప్పుడు ఆత్మకి ఎప్పుడు అంటారు. అసలు ఆత్మ మనస్సు
రెండు వేరే వేరేనమ్మా. Atma is only one Parama Chaitanyamu. Mind and body, they are all jada, insentient. Only sentient thing is Atma or Brahma, Parama Chaitanya. It can also be called God, Paramatma, whatever. Mind is again, it depends upon our own impressions, like what kind of attractions, aversions, fears we have. Based on that, our mind behaves. But behind all these things is that Parama Chaitanya. They are different.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Satya Sridhar. I wish you and your team all the best. God bless.
Sir,
We will meet.
most of the students కొత్తగా PUC 1 లో జాయిన్ అయిన స్టూడెంట్స్.
Only. And have more opportunities to meet.
గతంలో కూడా కావాలని ఆ రోజు చేసుకున్నాం సార్. కేఎస్ అయ్యంగార్ గారి
True.
ఫస్ట్ వర్ధంతి కూడా మనం సెషన్ చేసుకున్నది నాకు తెలుసు.
I know. Yeah, sometimes I will share my experience with BKS.
సార్
Yeah, I will do that.
నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ నియమా మీద పెట్టుకున్నాం సార్.
Sure.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Okay, Sridhar.
And my students, all our students. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Namaste. God bless you all. God bless you. Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
నమస్తే సార్. వెరీ మచ్ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
Namaste.
హ్యాపీ ఉంది సార్, చాలా హ్యాపీ.
Namaste, sir. Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Namaste.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. నమస్తే సార్.
ఆ సార్ లెఫ్ట్ అయ్యారమ్మా.
మీకు చెప్తున్నాను సార్.
ఇక్కడ అన్నయ్య కూడా ఉన్నాడు. అందరికీ అన్నయ్యని పరిచయం చేస్తాను. రమేష్ అన్నయ్య సీనియర్ మోస్ట్ స్టూడెంట్స్. సార్ ఇక్కడికి 2013 లో వచ్చినప్పుడు అన్నయ్య వాళ్ళు స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇక్కడ. అన్నయ్య నిన్న మన గ్రూప్ లో ఉండి చూసి సార్ ఆటోగ్రాఫ్ తీసుకున్నాను. ఐ వాజ్ బ్లెస్డ్ పెట్టాడు. అన్నయ్య గురించి కూడా ఒక 2 minutes ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసుకుంటాను. రమేష్.
నేను రమేష్ కుమార్ 2012 to 2018 బ్యాచ్ లో యూనివర్సిటీ. ఇప్పుడు బ్యూరో ఆఫ్ ఇమిగ్రేషన్ లో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాను, సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ పోలీస్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్. మొన్న జేబీ ప్యారెడ్ గ్రౌండ్ లో ఈవెంట్ అయింది కదా, ఫార్చునేట్లీ సార్ కూడా మళ్ళీ కలుస్తాము. ఇంతకు ముందు యోగా కాంప్లెక్స్ లో యోగా క్లాస్ కి వెళ్ళేవాడిని. అలా కొంచెం డిస్కంటిన్యూ చేసినా కానీ సార్ అప్పుడు తెలిసిందే కదా, మ్యాక్సిమం అసిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఎప్పటికప్పుడు చెప్తూనే ఉంటారు. నేను చేయలేకపోయాను, బట్ దాని తర్వాత ఆయన ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ వల్ల కొంచెం ఆఫ్టర్ జాయినింగ్ జాబ్ లో జాయిన్ అయిన తర్వాత కూడా నేను కొంత చేయగలుగుతున్నాను. ఫార్చునేట్ గా ఇక్కడ ఇందిరా పార్క్ లో కొంత యోగా టీమ్ తో ప్రెసెంట్ నేను ఆల్టర్నేట్ డేస్ లో డ్యూటీ లేని టైంలో యోగా అటెండ్ అవుతున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ సార్, మంచి ఆపర్చునిటీ ఇచ్చారు. అండ్ ఆ సార్ని కలిసే అవకాశం మాకు రావడం అనేది మేము అందరం చేసుకున్న అదృష్టం. చాలా థ్యాంక్స్ సార్.
ఆయన 4:15 కి డోర్స్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తారు చూడండి. అలాగే ఉంటుంది, అలాగే ఉంటుంది. ఆ ప్రాక్టీస్ అలాగే ఉంటుంది. అన్ని పాటిస్తారు. వాట్ ఈ సేస్ నేను అటువంటి వాళ్ళని చాలా రేర్ గా చూడలేను. ఆయన ఏం చెప్పారో అది ఆచరించిన తర్వాతే చెప్తారు. అది ఈజ్ ద గ్రేటెస్ట్ థింగ్. గోన్ త్రూ నేను చాలా ఆశ్రమ్స్ కూడా చూశాను, చాలా సైన్స్ కూడా చూశాను, కానీ నెవర్ ఐ హ్యావ్ కమ్ అక్రాస్ ప్రాక్టీస్ కానీ ఆచరణ కానీ మళ్ళీ దాన్ని మన పిల్లల కోసం నిన్న అడిగాం, ఈరోజు వచ్చి మాట్లాడారు. సో టైం చాలా కంజెస్టెడ్ ఉంటుంది. అయినా కూడా ఎక్కువ ఆ ఫీలింగ్ వన్ సెకండ్ కూడా ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ మనం చూడలేము.
సార్ మీ ఎఫర్ట్స్ మీరు ఇస్తున్న స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ఇస్తున్న ఆపర్చునిటీస్, మేము స్టూడెంట్స్ గా మేము చాలా లక్కీ సార్. నిజంగా మీరు ఎంత ఎఫర్ట్స్ చేస్తున్నారంటే మీరు చేయగలిగిన దానికంటే ఎక్కువ చేస్తున్నారు సార్. నాట్ లైక్ ఐడియల్.
ఓకే, మా అందరికీ నమస్తే, శుభరాత్రి.